This is the Be Progressive Show. I am Brandon Neal, and today I'm going to be doing a reaction video to our favorite conservative pant pooper. And I'm not talking about Ted Nugent. Kaitlin Bennett. She attended the Georgia Senate runoff rally that was hosted by Donald Trump, and she asked all of the maggots, how do they feel about Brian Kemp? And I don't think Brian Kemp would like a lot of these answers. So we're going to find out more. Stick around. This is the Be Progressive Show. Welcome to the Be Progressive Show. I'm Brandon Neal. Today we're going to do a reaction vid of our favorite conservative pant pooper, Kaitlin Bennett. And she is at the Georgia rally, and she has basically done a full 21 minute video of Trump supporters bashing Brian Kemp, which is boring for the most part, but boy, there's some characters in there, and we're going to watch it. I have not watched all of this. I have watched bits and pieces. I think Hassan had did a video about this. I don't know if it was the same video or the same time. So I'm not for sure what's all in here, but let's watch it and see what we can kind of knowledge these Trump supporters can drop on us.
We are here in Georgia at the Trump rally, and a lot of people have a message for you, Governor Kemp. Roll tape.
Governor Kemp, you're a freaking loser. Brian Kemp, you ain't gonna be reelected, you crook.
Your governor could stop it very easily if he knew what the hell he was doing.
Governor Kemp, you better call a special session or we're gonna remove your...
I would say to Brian Kemp, what is wrong with you? If it wasn't for President Trump, you would be nothing. Nobody cares about you. We love President Trump. We love President Trump.
Do what we elected you to do. You represent the people.
Yeah, I have only 2 words. Step down.
If you don't stand up for our president and stand behind him when he stood behind you, you're gone. You're out. You gotta go.
One term. We supported you. You work for us. Get out here and stand with us. Why aren't you here today? Enough is enough.
I have loved meeting all of you guys out here today. The only way to make it possible for me to come out to these rallies and meet you is to support my work at patreon.com/Kaitlin Bennett. It brings you content, funds my security.
Hey, y'all need evidence. You turn your way. You're cynical. You have all the evidence, but then you act like you don't see it when it's right there. You got it on video. What do you want them saying? Hey, these are fraudulent votes? I mean, do you need... Come on, guys. Governor Kemp, you're a freaking loser. And you're a Judas goat. A Judas goat is the one who lead you lead the sheep to the slaughter. And you don't care about the people. If you're gonna try to let this fraud, if you're gonna let this fraud go, you're a Judas goat. I'm calling you a Judas goat.
That's right. Right. Kemp.
Say it, that's right.
Kemp needs to go home and stay there and get out of government. He's a crook.
Kemp needs to stop smoking that hemp. That's what we need to say.
I like it. Do you have a message for Governor Kemp? Why he's not having the president's back when the president had his back?
I just find it very upsetting because, like you said, the president had his back, and he said the other day, I regret putting my vote in for him or pushing him. What are you doing? You're making all the Republicans look bad. Like this gentleman stated, you see the fraud in front of you. It's there. You turn a blind eye. You keep on saying it's been debunked, and that's all you say.
That's the thing is, dude, do you think that the courts, all 50 court cases that were, you think all of those judges were left-wing judges that are in a cabal or something, like some conspiracy? I mean, you really have to be an unintelligent person to even consider that idea. But they see videos that get put out that appear, if you don't know what's going on, that there's fraudulent activity, and then the next day somebody will come out that actually was an official that worked there, or somebody in an official role that will very easily explain this is what was going on. There wasn't any fraud, day after day after day. And now they're pinning all of their hopes on the Supreme Court, like they've kind of been doing this whole time. But they don't have a case to get them there. They can't get past the lower courts because they don't have any evidence that this guy thinks exists. But he just believes what his right-wing bubble people tell him, and so that's the end of that.
The liberals, they learn a couple words, and they all use the same words. Every week they got a couple words, and they all copy and paste the same words. Last week it was projection. This week it's debunked.
Sorry that you just learned 2 new words, bud. Those are pretty common words. And the right wing is the kings of projection. IMAX level of projection coming from the right, as always.
Next week, who knows what it's going to be. But all I know at the day, it's going to be Trump 2020, January 20th. We're all going to be there. I'm sure you'll be there. You'll be there. And we're going to be celebrating Donald J. Trump.
Nobody will be there.
As the next president for the next 4 glorious years.
Again, Ray Charles, I don't see what you're talking about. Dude, it's right there.
And you don't got to spend a dime.
Right there, bro. It's right there, man.
You don't got to spend a dime. It's there. It's there.
Dude, right. I mean, right. If Stevie Wonder was walking in, he's like, hey, that's the evidence right there.
He can see that.
Come on, man.
I love your sidekick.
My
This is
sidekick.
so funny.
I'm Lone Ranger the Tonto.
Yeah.
Do you have a message for him?
I don't know. I'm just kind of sick of people not looking deeper into things.
I'm just trying to remember what my parents said.
I think everyone kind of just wants to glance over the surface of it, and that's why I'm here today. I want answers. I want those things to come, to fruition. I want people to see the truth.
You wanted your candidate to win, and he didn't, and you can't handle it. Is that what you said?
And I think a lot of people just, I don't know if they don't care, but they don't want to put in the effort to see it. And I think Kemp definitely follows that as well. I think he just kind of wants to.
If you notice that anyone on the right, anyone on the Republican Party that actually dares to speak up and say there's nothing here and that this needs to stop, it doesn't matter how big of a Trump sycophant they were before or how much MAGA loved them before, they will dump your ass in a heartbeat for telling the truth. Truth is not a popular subject in the MAGA universe.
Get it over with and be done with it because he's not up for re-election for 2 more years.
But I think you're gonna remember this in 2 years, right? If he doesn't do anything about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we're gonna know.
Hello, how are you? Thank you.
Oh, I've seen this part. This is great.
Yeah.
I'm from Georgia.
Okay, you got it.
I'm picked-toed from you out of Georgia.
You're
Brian
who?
Kemp, you ain't gonna be reelected, you crook.
All right, couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you.
I'm sorry.
One of my liberal friends, they say, hey, Doc,
that guy's awesome.
come on, man. We finally replaced the racist president. Don't you think? I said, yeah, we did. We replaced his ass with Donald Trump.
There you go.
There you go.
That's right. That's right.
That's my sidekick.
Amen.
We are having our biggest sale of the entire year over at libertyhangout.tv. If you sign up right now, you can get governor about how he's turning a blind eye to these irregularities. Is there something you want to say to him?
It's a disgrace. I mean, personally, I'm saddened that he would do something to that nature. I mean, after all.
Personally, I'm saddened that he would come out and tell the truth and not just blindly follow our cult leader.
President Trump did have his back and did help usher him into the position that he's in now when it was such a close race between him and Abrams. And now he wants to...
Which there actually was some voter fraud in that one.
Flip-flop and not have President Trump's back. It makes me think he's...
I really loved my experience with Everlywell.
No one loved your experience of Everlywell.
Got bought out.
I was over at in front of his mansion a couple of weeks ago telling him to stop the steal. Governor Kemp, you need to bring the legislature together and get this stopped. We need this election turned over or have a new election. We know. I'm upset.
I think.
Well, facts don't care about your feelings. I do believe is a Republican saying that fits perfectly here.
A lot of people are. There's a lot of irregularities, we'll say. That's a safe word. Yeah, there's a lot of irregularities that it seems like even all media seems to ignore, and then people like you in these states with these irregularities you guys are being kind of screwed up. What is your message for Governor Kemp?
Governor Kemp, we supported you. We are asking you to come out and support our president and address the fraud and whatever has happened in this great state of Georgia. Again, he supported you. We supported you.
It's so awkward and cringy to sit and watch grown adults. Like that woman's, I'm 41, that woman's probably at least 20 years older than I am, bare minimum. And just spew nonsense and be completely clueless and so proud in their cluelessness.
And we are asking you to come out and stand up for our president and stop this steal now.
I'm not asking, I'm demanding.
Yes.
I'm not going to ask.
Yeah, you can demand all day, you dumb pant pooper, but nothing going to happen.
Do it now.
Furious. We're furious. We're outraged.
Stop the steal.
Stop the steal.
You're stealing it. There's fraud. It's been proven by the videos. Enough is enough. We supported you. You worked for us. Get out here and stand with us. Why aren't you here today?
Yeah, that's a good. Is he gonna be speaking today?
No, he's not here. He's not here. Why aren't you here today with us?
That's a good point.
We're here for our president. Where are you? Where are all the other representatives?
Grow a spine. If you're not going to support the president now, you're going to lose your seat later. So, honestly, you got to look for your constituents.
You guys have anything else to add to that?
I do. I would say to Brian Kemp, what is wrong with you? If it wasn't for President Trump, you would be nothing. Nobody cares about you.
No. See how arrogant and they just think that they know what they don't have a clue what's going on. This girl, you could ask this girl the most basic of civics questions and she would not be able to answer them. It's amazing to me how ignorant some of these people are. And we have those people on the left too. I'm not going to sit up here and say we don't, but man, that kind of culture thrives in the MAGAverse.
We love President Trump.
Do you have a message that you would like to send to him?
I would say just listen to Lynn Wood. That's going to be my message. Everybody's been crying out to him and trying to get to him, and he's not caving for the people, and it's pretty sad.
Yeah, Lynn's the one that's calling for all these people to not vote for the senators. So we're going to see in January how that shakes out.
Well, let's talk about Linwood for a second, because that's another topic we wanted to talk about. You support him.
Yeah, 100%.
And do you agree with him that if Republicans are going to stand up and do anything about what's going on and all the evidence is being presented to them, they don't deserve our vote?
I think that everybody has to earn a vote, 100%. That's what I believe.
Does anybody else have a message for Governor Kemp?
I just want to do his job.
Yes, we're holding the line here, and we're going to hold it for the Republicans, and we're not going to be backing down, and we're going to stand up.
You'll back down. Might as well just sit down now.
For us.
Absolutely.
Listen to the people.
Well, that dude's 10, 12 beers in.
Listen to the people, Governor.
Do you have a message for Governor Kemp?
Yeah, you need to call a special session, Governor Kemp, and you need to audit the vote. None of this.
Audit the vote? How do these women speak like this in Georgia? It's not really a Georgia accent, is it? The Georgia accent's more like they got an R and everything. You put a tar and a far and a car. They're not really like that, though.
Counting fake votes, because when you count fake fraudulent votes, it's the same as counting counterfeit money over and over and over again. You come up with the same numbers. You need to audit the signatures.
One of the organizers of Stop the Steal rallies. What's your message?
It's Sammy Davis Jr. If this guy isn't there as a Sammy Davis Jr. impersonator, then I don't know. My head would explode, because that dude looks exactly like Sammy Davis. He has to be there in that role in some way.
Message to Governor Kemp.
I would say Governor Kemp, you better call a special session or we're going to remove your act. RemoveKemp.com, and we're building a volunteer army ready to recall him, impeach him, or primary him if we don't get a call for a special session. The people who are elected right now ought to correct the rules going forward, and not some new session right now.
Next Saturday, December 12th.
Oh, I want to know why that guy was there. He has to be a Sammy Davis impersonator. I'm pissed off if he's not. He's too perfect.
Washington, D.C., there's a big rally. Go to StopTheSteal.us. StopTheSteal.us. We're going to show our representatives and congresspeople what really matters. Where the people.
Shut up.
Governor Kemp doesn't have the backbone, the spine, the gonads to stop this Senate, the certification of these votes. He needs to step aside because this is serious crap that's going on.
Most of these chuds can't even put a sentence together. It's amazing to me that they're all constitutional scholars.
And the Senate is in his hands right now. And President Trump won this state by a landslide. I'm coming from Chicago, that I know how the sausage is made, how the corruption started there in Chicago. Yeah. So I know, I predicted it. And the Republicans are not.
Kindness, not terror, not burning of buildings. The people want love, and they want to be humanity. We want to hug again. We want to go to school again. We want to do everything again. I'm saying, you know what I mean?
He will never see it if he's not looking for it.
I feel like the people that have been placed into office or that have been totally elected are erroneously elected at this time. So we have a sheriff that's incumbent for like 15
One of our friends on our Essential Oils Facebook group told her about that.
years. He should not be there anymore. We should have our own guy that's up there that has campaigned and has the support of many people. And I think 11,000 mail-in votes were there before, maybe 12,000, before the election day. And then on election day, the new sheriff, he had more votes than the other guy on the mail-in ballot.
Yeah, that's a story she's heard one time. She's trying to repeat it.
So I think there's something.
It goes down, and it goes down deep, and a lot of people don't want to talk about these little places that it's happening to. That's a good point.
The reason why they don't talk about it is because nothing happens to them. I was one of those couch sitters that just sat right down on it and just lived my life and said, whatever's going on, I don't really care. But when it happens to you personally, then you feel like the Rosa Parks at the back of the bus.
Oh my God. Oh, you cringeworthy twat.
Or you feel like the George Floyd being suffocated or whatever these people say.
George Floyd being suffocated.
You start feeling like your rights are being.
Yeah, this dumb bitch here has never been. This dumb bitch has never once in her entire life been ever persecuted for anything or have been the victim of anything whatsoever. And her little white privileged ass is up here trying to compare the fact that she lost an election to George Floyd getting fucking choked. You fucking hoe. Shut up.
Extinguished, and that has to end.
What's your message to Governor Kemp?
I think it's very disappointing that he's not for really Georgia at all. There's been plenty of things that he's...
My dad, he's like a lawyer, and he like told me that.
Like you said, turned a blind eye to. It's just kind of messed up. It's like he's almost been like sold out. I don't really know.
Yeah, you don't know.
Oh, the people.
That's the only sentence that he said there was, I don't really know, because he doesn't know shit.
So it's not just one, it's many.
Your first time voting?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
How does it feel knowing you probably voted for Biden?
Well, before I would vote for Biden, I would rather walk barefoot across the street right now, and I hate walking there.
At least say broken glass.
Barefoot. This is the first time I voted here.
The ballots. There's too many firsthand situations that I'm aware of. Too many questions.
Yeah. Yep. That Essential Oils Facebook group.
We will support whatever the outcome is as long as we know it's authentic. And
no, you won't. That's the problem. Your God, your Jesus Christ could come down and tell you it's authentic, and you would call him a socialist because you're a fucking brainwashed cultist. That's what you do.
Every illegal vote has been cast out.
Correct,
We're only counting legal
vote cast out. Country was founded on. That's what you to stand up for us and to do what's right by the law that was written and that our country was founded on. That's what's most important.
Yep, we did. We had a fair election, and your guy lost. And now you're standing out there being a little bitch.
Don't worry about hurt feelings. I don't.
Yep. That we're seeing undeniable evidence now. He's going, okay, let's look into it now.
Right. Do you think that's good enough, or do you think he's deserving of a second term, or do you think he's kind of blown it already?
Ooh, that's a good question. I'm from Oregon, but if I lived in Georgia,
See, I just wonder how many of these people actually are from Georgia at this rally. They're just crazy maggots that come in from all over the place. So
I don't.
Y'all will get very close in that cell together, is all I have to say.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and there's some jail time that you think.
yeah. So anyway, you get the gist of it, man. You get this many dumb people together and give them a cult leader to follow, and MAGA is born. What can I say? I just wonder how long it's going to take for all these people to go away. They're all going to shut the fuck up and go away as far as Trumpers, but all these same people will be back. They'll find another person to worship, and they'll find another Donald Trump and somebody else that'll be equally as right-wing, or if not worse, I would imagine worse, because I'm sure whoever they pick next has to be smarter than Trump, because he's one of the dumbest people on the planet. So, yeah, it's just, it's amazing to me that these people exist, but, you know, we got to live with them.